Before this video starts, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to Ouija Pie and all of his amazing fans for all the horrible things that I've said to him before. This is my response to every single one of you. Fuck no, no, no. Okay, let's just calm down right now. So people who do not know, about 2 months ago, I made a video about Ouija Pie. I talked about his allegations of grooming and him being a pedophile and whatnot, and that was meant to be my only response to Ouija Pie. That was meant to be my one and only response, until he just made his response video right now. I expected him to not actually make his response video, seeing as he promised it a long fucking time ago. So, credit where credit is due, he actually responded, so, you know, I don't want to give him too much credit, because his response is fucking ass, but, you know, gotta give credit, where it's due, I suppose. So, I just want to look over his response video, and just essentially look at his debunks, and I'm just going to point out to the fact that he's lying, and he's not telling the fucking truth. Because, you know, his response is just so bad. It's just dog shit. Also, a bit of a side note, if you're going over to his video, he did actually make sure to conveniently disable the comments, which just shows how much of a fucking pussy he is being. And he also made sure to age restrict it, just to protect his child audience, which, you know, that's real convenient, I guess. I mean, they are children, they don't really, don't think they should be knowing, but to be fair, I don't think they should be watching videos made by a pedophile to begin with, so, you know, yeah. Also, quick side note, please do not harass anybody mentioned in this video. Please just do not. I always openly condemn harassment of any kind. Harassment is not okay, you should not do it. Do not harass Ouija Pie at all, or anybody else involved in this situation, okay? It's absolutely terrible, I shouldn't have to say this. Harassment bad, don't do it, okay? So you may be wondering why I'm making a second response video, and the very simple answer is that I used to be friends with Ouija Pie. I was someone who was in his server, I was his Patreon supporter for a good while until I decided to stop supporting him. And then I just decided, fuck you, I want nothing to do with you because of his whole allegations. I was very willing to at least mend the bridge at some point, but honestly, right now, I don't really want to, and his response video is just not even, doing him any favors. I just want to look over his response video, essentially go over what he tries to quote-unquote debunk, and essentially just, point out, the discrepancies, and also just compare them to the actual proof that's in HushMush's documents. Like, HushMush's documents shows Ouija Pie's actual victims, and he tries to essentially defend himself, which I know he has the right to do so, but honestly, just the way he does so is just awful. It's just, like, bad.
Basically, the people accusing me are all old friends of mine, and they really did not take this whole thing any seriously. Like, you're calling someone a pedophile. That's very serious. You're talking about supposed victims. That's not how you respect victims in a situation like this.
Apparently, exposing somebody for being a piece of shit is not respecting victims, even though that these exposés were done on behalf of the victims and respected the identity of the victims. Yeah, they're totally disrespecting the victims. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, sure, go off. You're totally innocent, dude. Alright, go on.
I've actually fucking tried to help kids, like very young teens, just not be sexual on the internet, and just avoiding them from meeting a pedophile or something, like multiple times. It's just something that I hate. Like, I just imagine myself having a daughter, and just the fact that she could be fucking groomed by a pedophile or something is just fucking sickening, and I just don't like that. I don't want it to happen to anyone.
My brother in Christ, you literally sexted minors. Like, come on, you've acted sexually towards minors before. Well, like, come on, dude. Like, just because you told minors to avoid people who probably are not the greatest people doesn't mean that you doesn't make you automatically innocent, dude. Like, that doesn't mean diddly squat. Especially if there's actual evidence of you doing the same thing that you apparently say that you absolutely hate. Like, yeah, you've always been an advocate for children's safety online. 100%, dude. Sure. I should also just bring up that he does bring up stuff about his ex-girlfriend, about, the raping allegations about him. And I just want to quickly say that, he does bring up a screenshot about, apparently consensual type of stuff that is apparently in French, and he does provide a translation. I can't, say for certain if, the translation is actually accurate or not. I'm not sure if he's actually telling the truth in this situation, or if he's just, bullshitting. But I don't really want to comment too much on the girlfriend type of stuff. That's really just something that I think the girlfriend, in the situation should actually be, responding to. I don't really think that's in my, sphere to be talking about. So, just throwing that out of the way. One thing that I will actually just bring up is that partway through his talking about his girlfriend allegations, he brings up a screenshot of the thumbnail for Shockhat's video making fun of Ouija Pie with the little girl's music video, which, by the way, that music video is an absolute fucking banger. You should just check it out because it's just so fucking hilarious, and I just think that deserves a watch, in my opinion. But essentially, he just tries to use this thumbnail to essentially say, oh, look, they're being immature, therefore you shouldn't, take them, seriously, ha ha ha, like, come on, look, they're being immature, come on, like, brother, dude, like, they're just making fun of you. And I should also just bring up the fact that that video was actually just made with the consent of the victims. Like, the victims, were completely okay with Shockhat just making the video. Like, they allowed him to make this video, and you're just, upset that he's making fun of you.
You read, had sex with 14-year-old girl. That's obviously not good, but this is the same girl we were talking about, so I was also 14. Now, yeah, underage sex is not good, but it was consensual, both parties. However, this has made it seem like I just shared the footage, which is absolutely not true.
One thing that Ouija Pie just decided to conveniently leave out is the fact that he did share it. Like, I'll show you a picture from the document right here. As you can see here, he actually did show it. He actually did share the footage of him having sex with his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend. Like, bro, dude, don't fucking lie. You did share it. You 100% did.
Often, a lot of people are probably familiar with this if they've been around in 2020 or 2019. But yeah, all of those are when I was a minor, so I'm not a 30-year-old man, guys. I just turned 18, come on.
Yeah, nobody was calling you a 30-year-old man, Lucas. Like, trust me, nobody was calling you that. Like, pretty sure everybody at least knows that you are 18 right now, and that even then you were still a minor at the time. But still, sharing footage of you essentially having sex with your girlfriend, that's still possession of child porn. And you did admit that, you possess child porn. There you go. You admit that you possess illegal material. Full stop. You own child porn, my brother in Christ. You even admitted it yourself. So, essentially, you did something illegal.
And if I did actually, like, do revenge porn or anything, like, that's 2 counts of illegal activity. So why did she not just go to the police, report me, anything? No, it's when everyone's dogpiling on me that, oh, he raped me, guys. Oh my god, guys, I remember, guys, that one time, he raped me. I remember now. I remember. No. Fucking no.
Oh my god, he has the full-blown checkmate moment. Guys, didn't go to the police. Therefore, we have to... Therefore, they're lying. Oh no! I don't really want to speak on behalf of any rape victims, but I should just state that anybody who's been essentially groomed or raped will act differently. Like, not everybody is going to immediately go to the police and essentially lay out the nitty-gritty. Like, victims of rape and grooming can act differently. You're not, you can't just assume that people, would just immediately act in that type of logic, okay? I should just quickly just state that going to the police is just not, everybody's first response. And even if that was, the police, it's a bit of a coin toss in whether the police would actually believe you, seeing as in different places of the world, police, would most likely either probably believe you or probably not. Like, there's different places in the world with law enforcement, it's possible, that they may not believe you, right? This is how I would say I'm not here to, downplay law enforcement of any kind. I just want, you to at least know that not everybody's just going to be going to the law in order to report these types of stuff, especially if it's, towards somebody who, you know, is a big e-celebrity.
Title. What the fuck is more epic grooming? As I said, this is a common thing here, but why? Why do you call it more epic grooming?
Brother in Christ, that's fucking irrelevant to the allegations. I know I said brother in Christ a lot, but brother in Christ, I deserve to call you brother in Christ because you are harping on irrelevant details right now. Like, I had to cut out a lot of irrelevant points that you have been talking about, seeing as a lot of the stuff that you've been talking about is fucking irrelevant.
Everything. Now, my messages, you're gonna see a lot of that, but that's just how I talk. Like, I just talk in a cute manner. You may find this weird, like, no shit, but, and sure if it's cringe, but it doesn't make me, like, dangerous, just from how I speak.
The way that you talk in your DMs is not cute. It's not like, oh, kawaii, or whatnot. It's fucking creepy. Like, the way that you talk in your DMs is fucking creepy. I shouldn't have to be saying this. It's creepy. Do I have to paint it as a picture? I should also just state for the record that you don't always act this very cutesy-wootsy whenever we talk together in, you know, like the Discord server and whatnot. There was also times where we just, you know, talked very, like, shitposty as, like, edgelord type of shit. So, no, this isn't how you talk. You only really act like this when you find somebody that, you are potentially interested in. That's basically what I believe.
Just me trying to be friendly. And then, yeah, since she started the whole friendship as, oh, this guy is a groomer or something, so she started flirting, and I started flirting back. I'm not denying that. Reminder that I was like, I just turned 17 at the time. Like, just turned 17. But when she said this, like, I understood, and I stopped, obviously, but...
No, you did not stop. When you say that you apparently, supposedly stopped, you did not stop. In fact, you just kept on being very, very obsessive, which is something that the document literally showed. Like, there's also screenshots of you apparently just making a bunch of, drawings of you and this girl. And there was also the cases of you constantly complaining about it in Portal 2, which document does actually show, by the way. I'm making that clear. If you want to see it in the document, I will link the original re-exposing in the description below, by the way, just so you can check for yourself. And I also just need to make this perfectly clear. This here little screenshot is from the Awesome Mario. He recently shared this. He essentially stated that he showed this little screenshot. I have censored it a little because just for the sake of, you know, protecting the victim's identity. And the Awesome Mario actually did at me on Twitter saying that I probably remember it, which I should actually state that from this screenshot, yes, this actually was actually shared. I can actually 100% confirm that this was in the server.
Said here, but if you literally listen to the audio that they've included, which is first off, very nice recording me at that point. Very, very considerate.
You mean the recording of you confessing your feelings to a 15-year-old when you were nearly 18? Yeah, really. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No shame. No fucking shame. I also just want to quickly bring up about the fact that he also showed the pictures of the drawing that was made with the victim as well, essentially saying that she was the one who essentially made the drawing. I'm not really sure if I can be able to properly confirm this, but even then, the document does actually state that even if this was made by the victim, he still did stuff like buy the victim Spotify Premium and whatnot, as well as essentially stalking the victim, as stated in the expose, which is something that he has not brought up. So, Lucas, why didn't you bring that up? Like, why?
This is just me being over apologetic, like literally right there. She says herself that it's not stalking because all I did was scroll through her Twitter profile and see mentions of self-harm, and that got me worried.
I definitely do understand where he may be coming from in terms of over-apologeticness. I have over-apologized quite a lot before, and sometimes I can definitely apologize for stuff that wasn't really necessarily my fault in some instances. But a lot of the time, if I feel like something is actually legit my fault, then I would definitely feel the need to apologize. Lucas definitely did stalk this person, and they knew about the stalking, okay? They, if you actually looked at the document, you would essentially know that the victim was actually just not actually okay with any of this, and they were very, very uncomfortable with a lot of this. They talked about it privately because they didn't want to essentially say it to your face. And I think they just said it just to try to be nice around you. I don't wish to speak on the victim's behalf. That's 100% her story to tell, but you can't just paint a picture of you admitting that you were stalking somebody and just say that that was just you acting too apologetic, because I'm pretty sure many people would definitely take stuff out of context 100%, but from here, it definitely does feel like you were actually stalking the victim and you're just basically lying, especially considering in the actual document itself, the victim herself essentially stated that she just doesn't like the fact that she just constantly just DM'd her and just constantly looked at what she was doing. Like, I just don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Finally, at the very bottom, this just speaks for itself. The intention is just come back at me, and just like my ex, it's only when I'm getting dogpiled that you just come back and say all this.
Yeah, I think Pyro definitely does have a very, very good reason to come back at you. I don't blame Pyro for essentially making that part of the document. And if I'm being honest, the way that Pyro wrote it was honestly pretty hilarious. And I honestly am inclined to agree with Pyro. Actually do go fuck yourself. Like, actually legit.
Just once. I still fucked up when lying, but just know I obviously didn't have any ill intentions. I said I was 16 instead of 17. Big difference.
Okay, sure, mister. I have no ill intentions.
For this whole video, I'm not gonna like lie about anything. Just need to be transparent about everything.
If you were saying that you weren't lying at all, then why have I caught you in lies already? Like, why? Like, tell me, dude. Come on, tell me.
So, yeah, not a victim of grooming or pedophilia. Next up is someone that I actually dated. So this was over a year ago. I met her in February of 2023, and you know, we were just friends at first. And then out of nowhere, one day she just confesses to me. Just to make it extra clear, we were both 17 at the time. I did turn 18 on the way there, but we're both the same age, and I didn't go in thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna turn out like that. But it's not like any big age gap. She also like was not a fan or anything. I met her through friends. So, and basically we start dating, everything is normal for a while. And basically all the messages are just private conversations, but I like to make it clear that later in the relationship, she started being overly sexual. Like, I did not initiate any sexual conversations.
I did have to cut off this here little moment right here just because it shows off some art from the victim. It's herself. I do know who the victim is. She was in the server alongside with a ton of other people, and I'm not really wanting to speak on her behalf. That again, any of the victims here, they should definitely be able to at least speak up against any of these allegations. If anybody wishes, who is involved in the situation, wishes to come out to respond against these allegations, feel free to. I just really want to at least provide the side of the story, while also just point out the fact that this guy's probably lying, and it's most likely that he is lying here, especially considering that from what he said in the initial response, he actually did engage in sexual activity. Like, he doesn't actually show the proper proof. All that he shows is fan art. Showing fan art of both of your OCs making out and doing lovey-dovey shit is not actual proof that you didn't engage in the sexual conversations. Like, that's not actual proof.
Asked me out at first, but now there she is, just acting like she was the victim when she clearly wasn't. Again, she asked me out, she did all that. And then the worst part is she committed revenge porn. Like, that's a crime. And, you know, I didn't do that, and you did. So, good job. I just didn't initiate any.
Again, where is your fucking proof? Like, of course I don't expect you to actually show it in a YouTube video because YouTube terms of service and whatnot. But if you want to actually properly prove this, then why don't you provide a document that actually has the proof in it? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, if you just want, at least include some form of warning if it's way too explicit, but come on, dude. If you needed to prove your innocence, you didn't have to do it in just a YouTube video. You could also provide a Google Doc or a Google folder showing the proof that you are actually innocent. But you're not doing that! I don't want to harp too long on the whole grooming allegation stuff. Honestly, from what he's basically saying, all I can really say is that this man is absolutely lying. I don't think he's actually telling the truth. And if any of the victims want to respond to this video, essentially stating, no, he's actually lying, and also provide some form of proof or clarity that he actually is, you know, lying through his teeth, then feel free to do so. I'll be sure to heart any comments that, from any victims who wish to come out. I want this to at least be a bit more of a safe place. So, if any of the victims from the original document, as well as some of the more recent documents, wishes to, you know, come out and essentially state that Lucas is actually lying, then feel free to do so. I should also probably mention that he's also has not responded to the fourth document. So it's most likely that some of the information that was displayed here is not all too relevant right now. So anything from the fourth document, I'm pretty sure it's just not going to be included.
But literally, please read. I was quoting someone. It literally says I don't say that word. I was quoting someone. And even then, even if I did say it, like, on my own, it's just a word, like...
Oh my god. Dude, it's the fucking N-word. Your white is shit. Even if you were quoting someone, that still doesn't give you the right to say it, even in quotations. It's the N-word. You're not black. And it's not just a word, it's a derogatory term. Like, even you should know this. Okay, let's just calm down a bit right now. So from this response, I don't have the brain power to go through literally everything at the moment, and even then, a lot of the information right here is just super irrelevant to what was actually being displayed. So, essentially, my conclusion, he's a pedophile, he's a groomer, and he's essentially very, misogynist, and he possesses child porn. So, in other words, Ouija Pie is a bad person. This response is bullshit. Alright? That's basically all I'm just going to be saying about this, video. This video has kind of been a little bit rushed out, admittedly. And this video just feels like it's just very, very misguided and just doesn't actually take it entirely seriously. He's just trying to paint himself like he is super innocent, but in reality, he's not. He's manipulative. We know for a fact that he's just not. Again, if you want to know more information, Hush's documents will be linked in the description below. And I just want to say to Lucas, I don't regret what I said before, and I don't regret cutting you off. Okay? You're a bad person, you're an awful... You're just an overall just manipulative person, and I just want to tell you, delete your fucking channel. You don't deserve a platform, dude. Right? You're disgusting. Okay? I don't mean... I 100% mean that this 100%. Like, I regret being friends with you. Like, I wanted to be friends with you very badly because of the fact that you had a very, big superiority complex. But now I just don't want anything to do with you. Like, I legit thought that you were at least a good person, but I no longer think that now. And this response video has essentially just proven to me that you're lying. Alright? And I also just did see that the fact that you did upload a new video, brother in Christ, you aren't recovering from this. Okay, just flat out, no. Anyway, that's basically all I have to really say about this video. If you just want to... If anybody's still, part of Ouija Pie's defense club and just wishes to, like, bomb this, go ahead, give me engagement. I don't fucking care. I won't really link, Ouija Pie's response, and I also just made sure to essentially protect the identity of any of the victims in this situation. And to any of the victims, I'm just very, very sorry that you had to put up with this guy, especially considering that this was someone that I once considered my friend. And I just hope that in the future, all of you can possibly heal. And, to the person, that Ouija Pie does focus, that was in the Discord server, I'm just very, very sorry that, you had to deal with this dude. Just, really. But anyway, that's really all I have to do for this video, and, yeah. See ya. Bye.